Right, let's get started with our warm-up. So we're going to start by walking it out. So we're just going to walk through, taking our daily exercise, imagining the nice views. Good job. Keep walking through, keeping the legs gently walking through as we bring the arms up and reaching up above us. And taking them and extending them out to the side, nice and wide. And then bringing them down to the sides. And as we bring the hands down, let's slow down and finish that walking, placing the heels down nice and deep, the toes spread nice and wide, a gentle soft bend in the knees, and then extend through the legs, through the center of the body, extend, pull that piece of string up through the top of the head. Nice and tall, good job. Shoulders up, back and down. And we're ready to go. Let's turn the head to one side, looking over to the shoulder. Hold it there. And back to center. Other side. And back to center. Let's look up to the ceiling. And down to the chest. And up. Placing the hands onto the hips now. Let's wake up that lower back. Let's start with that pelvic tilt. So gently tucking the tailbone under and then tilting the pelvis back the other way. So just the pelvis rocking backwards and forwards, tucking that tailbone under, pulling it up and release. Try and get that movement as far as you can, just the pelvis moving. Rocking backwards and forwards as far as you can, and then slow it down and make those movements a little bit smaller each time. Finishing finally with the tailbone heading down and the top of the pelvis horizontal here. Keeping those hands on the outside of the hips, let's draw in that belly button in towards the spine. Let's switch on those core muscles. Pull that wide belt all the way to notch number 10. Squeeze and hold. Don't forget to breathe. And release and relax. This time halfway, notch number 5. Squeeze and hold. Try not to switch the glutes on as well. Try and let them relax. Focus on just the front of the body. And release. And finally, notch number 3. A little squeeze and hold. Pelvic floor engagement now. Squeeze, lift, bring it all the way up to level 10 with that pelvic floor. And relax and release. And halfway, squeeze and hold. And release. And finally, just to level 3, squeeze and hold it there. So that combination of both of those muscle groups engaged is that core ready to go. Let's go through our breath then. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Filling up those lungs all the way. Exhale through the mouth. As we do, don't relax and release the tummy muscles. They can work independently. And don't relax and melt down and lose all that lovely postural support. In through the nose and out through the mouth. A few more of those. Good job. Into our side bend now, bringing one arm up, reaching up to the ceiling and then over to the side. Back to center, stretch and reach. Bring it back down to the hips. Other side, stretch, reach up into the side bend. Back to center and down. One more on each side, stretch, reach. And over. Back to center. Last one. Other side. Reach. And over. And and down. Well done. From now, bring the hands onto the shoulders. Relax the shoulders, ready to move. We're moving into that spine twist. So elbows out to the side, hips stay glued facing front. Don't let them move with you. Just the head and the shoulders, and the head stays central to the shoulders. Don't let the head drift off by itself. So breath in, engage, exhale and twist. So the whole of the upper body comes together, hips stay forward. Take a breath in here while we're still fixed, and then exhale to come back to center, making sure those shoulders are relaxed. And again, inhale, exhale and twist. Inhale, then exhale back to center. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale to twist. Inhale, exhale back to center. Last one. Twist. And return. Good job. From here, the hands are coming up one step further. They're coming onto the head or just above if you prefer. And we're going to draw those elbows forward, forward, forward. Squeeze them together. And then we're going to open them out as far as they'll go. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. And again, coming forward, squeeze. Then opening up. Back, back, back. And again, coming forward. Squeeze. And back. Last one here, coming forward. Squeeze, then bring them back to open, and then bringing the hands up and round and back down to the sides. Good job. From here, grab your hand weights, and we're going to work on those shoulders and upper body strength here, right the way through the arms. So either hand weights or a couple of cans is absolutely fine. From here, start with them down beside you, and the hands are wrapped over the top of the weights here. So from here, breath in, engage, knees nice and soft, and extend and hold them out to the side. Hold it there for a moment, just let the blood flow through the arms, warming up. Then we're bringing them up to shoulder height. So extend and lengthen, nice and long, but shoulders are relaxed and down, neck is extended. Good job. Hold them here. Nice deep breaths, nice control. When you're ready, we're going to draw them down in front of us to the center of the body. I want you to imagine that there's a big ball in front of you. You're going to squeeze that big ball as you bring those cans in front of you. They just touch, and then they're coming up again to shoulder height. No higher, don't bring them up here, just extend to shoulder height. And again, squeeze for me. And release and extend that neck nice and tall at the same time. And again, squeeze. And release. Holding it here. This time we're going to go alternate. So one hand comes down, the other one stays nice and central. And out. And switch sides, bringing the other one across. And up. Good job. Cross to center. Last one here, across the body and up, and hold it there. From here, we're going to bring the cans forward, and we're going to turn the hands the other way round. So the hands are coming straight in front of you to the shoulders, and then we're going to bicep curl. We're going to bring them up and into the shoulders, keeping those elbows pointing forward, and extend and lengthen. Now, if this is too much, it doesn't work for you, then bring those elbows and tuck them just next to the waist and work down from the hips and up. Same muscle groups, just a little bit harder with the arms extended in front of you, but just choose what works for you. Good job. And extend. This time we're alternating, keeping one out, drawing the other one in. Other one goes away. Good job. Last one here. And extend. Now bring both into the shoulders. If you're up here, extend, open out, and then draw down. Back to where we started, down. Good job. Take the weights and pop them down. And we're ready to go down and warm those legs up now. So we're coming towards the end of our mat. And we're going to step forward as we move into our lunge. So feet are at hip distance to start with. Toes pointing forward. Step forward with one foot, keeping it pointing forward. Push forward through those hips, keeping that back heel glued down to the floor. Push, push, push. Extend forward with the other knee and keep going with it. So hold it there once you're happy. Give it a minute to let that stretch come through, and then see if you can't encourage that knee to go a tiny little bit further and extend that stretch further. Good job. And release, back to hip distance. And the other side, stepping forward, pushing through those hips, keeping the upper body nice and tall, eyes looking forward. Finding that furthest extension you can hold, giving it a minute. And when you're ready, see if you can't take that knee a little bit further. And back up. Well done. Releasing here, we're going into our squats. So feet at hip distance, ready to squat. The key is keeping those knees behind the toes, remembering. So breath in, engage. Exhale, sitting back down as we're bringing the arms forward, just as far as is comfortable for you. And then we're coming back up. Make sure to engage the core as well as pushing through those legs to come up nice and tall, shoulders down, neck extended. And again, breath in, engage, sitting back down. Breath in, engage, drawing up. And again, breath in, exhale, squat. Engage, drawing up. This time we're going to squat and hold if you're happy to do so. Coming down, hold it there. Good job. For 5, 4, 3, relax the shoulders, 2, 1, engage, come up, shake it out a little bit. Well done. Now we're going to come down for a couple of roll downs now. So feet at hip distance, shoulders back and down. Breath in, engage, chin drops to the chest, shoulders roll forward, rolling down. Keep a little bend in the knee at all times. Try and relax and release the arms to hang freely. Try and release the head and neck for that head to hang on its own as well. That's going to help us to stretch out the neck. And just hang out here. Feel that lovely stretch all the way up the back of the legs. Cross the spine down the neck. When you're ready, breath in, engage, rolling back up nice and slowly, restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Finishing with shoulders back and down, neck lengthened up and away. And again, breath in, engage, chin to chest, shoulders come forward. Roll down and hang out here. Breath in, engage, restacking. So we're keeping the hands level, we're keeping the hips level so that everything comes up together. Shoulders back and down together, neck lengthened away. Last one here, breath in, engage, chin to chest. Shoulders come forward. This time we're coming down onto the floor and onto all fours. So the hands come down together, the knees ideally come down together, and we're moving forward onto all fours. Good job. So now we're going to work on the core strength, the spine and shoulders as we work through moves in from all fours into leg pull prone. Now to do this, you might want to make sure that you're at the top of your mat so that when the foot is extended, you've got a nice grip on the mat behind you. Starting position, hips directly above the knees, wrists directly underneath those shoulders, back nice and flat. We do that by pushing the hips to extend behind us and extending from the very crown of the head to keep the back nice and flat and level and engaged. Okay, from here, we're going to move into leg pull prone. So we're going to step back with one foot, we're going to grip with the toe, and then we're going to bring the other one up. We're going to push both of the heels away. We're going to lower the hips so we get that lovely flat back all the way down from the heels, all the way up to the top of the head, eyes looking just forward. We're not going to hang out here. We're going to bring the knee back down. Then we're going to bring the other knee, making sure we come back to hip distance, back to square. This time we're going to lead with the other foot first. Foot back, heel extended, lift, push the other heel away, hold, draw it down, back with the first knee, back again. Same again, back to the first leg, behind, heel goes away, other toe joins it, heels extend together, nice and flat. From here, you can stay still or you can gently rock backwards and forwards, using those toes to gently rock backwards and forwards. Gently does it and hold. Back down, one side, then the other. Last one here, extend on the other leg, extend, hold. Just hold it if you want to, or gently rocking backwards and forwards, just a little. And back. First leg down, second and into child's pose. So toes come together, knees go nice and wide. Shake out the hands first while we're up here. Shake those wrists out, get the blood flowing back through them. And then fold and relax down into child's pose. Good job. Just relax there for a moment. Well done. When you're ready, we're coming down onto our tummies, forward onto our tummies as we move into the swan. Here we're going to work on the mobility of the upper back, okay? Really, really important here. So from here, we're going to make sure that the feet are at hip width and then the toes are slightly turned in because we want to switch the legs off. We want them to be relaxed. We don't need them to be involved. The upper body, we're going to make a little U shape with the arms. So the elbows are coming directly out from the shoulders to start with. Then what we want to do is we want to drop that elbow just lower than the shoulder. So we end up with a W shape with the top of the head, the center of the W, and the top of the fingers on either side. So the elbows are slightly lower than the shoulders. From here, think about that spine. So breath in, engage the core, draw the belly button up towards the spine to keep the spine supported and in neutral. As we exhale, it's all about staying parallel with the floor as we gently lift and hover. Hold it there and lower. And again, breath in, engage, lift. And lower. So the head, the neck are coming up together, just a couple of inches off the mat and coming down. So we're imagining that there's a piece of string between the shoulder blades that is pulling us up, holding us there, and then lowering us back down. That's your level 1, so carry on with level 1 if that works for you. Level 2, bring the arms as well. Breath in, engage the core, gently hover. We're not coming very far. And slowly lower and control. And again, breath in, engage, exhale, gently hover and lift. And lower. And again, breath in, engage, imagine that piece of string between the shoulder blades, lift everything together, staying parallel with the floor. And lower, well done. Bring the hands underneath the head and gently turn the head to one side. Take the legs a little bit wider than hip distance to release those. A gentle rock side to side of the hips to relax the lower back. Then gently turn the head to the other side and release there. Just relax. From here, when you're ready, we're coming onto our side. So we're coming onto our side and we're making ourselves nice and long. So we're in a lovely straight line. Use the front of your mat as a ruler, as a guide, and have a little peek down. Make sure that those toes are in a nice straight line. Top hand is relaxed down. Head is supported on the arm here. So we're just balancing on the hips and on the shoulder here. So we're gently rocking backwards and forwards, finding that balance point on the hip and then holding it there. So this is your level 1. This is where we're all going to start. Make sure this top shoulder, this one here, stays relaxed. Quite often as we go through this exercise, we tense through that upper shoulder. Try and keep it relaxed. To start with, we're going to start with our waist down on the mat. So we're going to work out the legs here, the core, and we're going to try and get this waist oblique muscle involved up the side here. Really important to keep that nice and strong, nice and toned, and we're going to get it involved. So we're going to take a breath in, engage the core, and we're going to squeeze. Think about that waist muscle when we're lifting that top leg to hip height. And then we're going to keep it engaged as we gently lower down just above the other foot and then take it away again. So it doesn't relax down, we keep it hovering just above the other foot and then we go again. And again, lower and lift, squeezing the core, squeezing the waist muscles to keep them involved. Okay. Now, if you want more of a challenge, then what you're going to do is you're actually going to bring that waist up off of the floor. Okay, so you're going to lift the waist. I can get my hand underneath my body if I want to, under here. Okay, so I'm balanced on my elbow here, wobbling on my hip, and I've lifted my waist. My back is nice and straight, and I'm going to do the same exercise. I'm going to lift, and I'm going to lower, and I'm going to keep my waist lifted throughout, and I'm really going to focus on that top shoulder, not tensing too much. And again, lift and hold this time, whether you've got the waist lifted or on the floor, legs are doing the same. Lift and hold, 3, 2, 1. Let's go down and pick up that bottom leg. Let's bring both of them together. Lift and hold both legs. Hold it there for me. Feel that waist squeezing and supporting. 3, 2, 1. And lower. Well done. Top leg up again. And from here, I want some little circles, and I mean little circles, tiny little circles. Use the toe to draw a little circle about the size of a saucer. Coming forward, up and round. Really small, just at hip height. Hold it here. Let's go the other way. If you need to lower the waist at any point, then do. Keep it lifted if you can. Just make sure your core is engaged, whatever you're doing. Control, precision. The toe is pointed, the leg is extending, the whole leg is doing the movement. Tiny, tiny little saucers. Hold it here and lower. And then bend those knees up. Bring the waist down. curl up into a little ball and just relax there for a moment. Well done. Okay. So in a moment, we're going to go onto our backs and we're going to work on some leg lifts, moving in towards some scissors. So we're going to work on the hip mobility, the core stability, strengthening through the center of the body, through the front, and also let's get those glutes working out as well. So we're starting with one leg bent and the other one extended nice and long. So make sure that the bent knee is pointing straight up to the ceiling. It's nice and secure. And the other leg is going straight out from the hips. Relaxing the shoulders, putting the shoulder blades down underneath us, neck nice and long. In this position, naturally, the spine starts to arch away from the mat. So engage the core and draw it down so we're in neutral. So that's halfway between flat on the mat and fully arched. That halfway position is that neutral for the spine. So from here, when we're in neutral, we're going to take a breath in, engage, and we're gently going to lift the leg up just a little way. We're going to hold it there, and then we're going to lower. Hovering just above the floor. Then we're going to go up again. We're going to bring it a little bit higher this time. Coming up towards the other knee, and then we're going to lower again. Now, if this is too much for anybody with any issues with the lower back, we can do the same with a little bend in the knee, okay, if you need that extra support. This time we're going to come a little bit higher again and lower. So we're going in a nice straight line. We're keeping the hips nice and level, nice and controlled. This time as we bring it up, I want you to bring it up and hold it using the hands, okay? Hold it there, control. Keep that toe nice and extended and release and lower all the way down, nice and long. Good job. We're going to switch legs now. So making sure the feet are at hip distance in between, taking the other leg away nice and long, making sure the supporting leg stays square, okay, while we're working. And think about those hips. So in this leg lift, sometimes this knee will come over just a little bit to help us out, and the hips will just dip to one side. Your job is to keep them square, keep this leg in concrete. And again, breath in, engage the core to neutral. Gently lift, just a small lift to start with. Toe is pointed, leg is extended, lower just above the floor, and then we're coming up a little bit higher for the next one. So the leg muscles are switched on all the way from the toe to the hip, and the movement is coming from the hip. That's leading the whole leg a little bit higher. And lower. And again, this time we're coming up, 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 up as far as you can, and then gently holding it there. Just literally just placing the hands very gently around the leg, just to help us hold that position. And then controlled with the core engagement, staying there until the leg comes down. Bring that knee back up, transfer back to the first leg. Now we're going to extend this up to another level now. We're going to bring the head and the shoulders with us if you want to. So this again is the next level on. So you can continue with just the leg lifts if you want to, or you can come with me and start to bring the head and shoulders. So extend the first leg, hips nice and level, spine in neutral. Breath in, engage. As we lift the head and the shoulders, imagine there's a piece of rope attached to the sternum. We're curling up the head and shoulders as we gently lift the leg up, same positioning, just so it's opposite the other thigh, curled up, looking up at that toe, hold it there. Breath in, exhale. We're coming down, but keep everything engaged, everything supporting all the way back down. And again, breath in, engage. Imagine that rope on the sternum, pulling, curl up the upper ribs, gently, gently, gently as we bring that leg up, looking up towards the toe. Again, you can just be doing the leg lift. You don't have to bring in the upper body. And lower, good job. Switch sides for me. Other legs coming out, nice and long. Neutral spine, relax shoulders, breath in, engage, gently curling up, up, up. Hold it here. Exhale, keep everything engaged. This lowering motion is going to give you the maximum amount of workout. Don't give up on it as you come back down again. And again, breath in, engage, lift, and extend. And lower. One more here, breath in, engage, curl up the head, curl up the neck, lift, hold, engage, coming all the way down. No, this is it, last one. Lower, bringing both the knees to the chest and giving them a good hug. Relax through the shoulders. Well done. Again, don't take the exercise too fast, too soon. You know what the levels are, but build up the strength. You need the strength in those lower abdominals. You need the strength in the lower back with working with that leg in extension. Okay, so just choose what works for you. Well done. When you're ready, either just rolling onto your other side, we're going to do leg lifts on the other side, or switching ends of your mat. Good job. So making ourselves nice and long. Balancing on that hip, on that elbow. Start with the waist down to start with. Relax that upper shoulder, okay? Keep nice and square. When you're ready, breath in, engage. Start with just getting the leg working, just to hip height, and then gently lowering. And again, coming up and lower. Good job. Okay. This time, if you want to, lift that waist off of the floor. Extend the neck, hold it nice and long. And again, lift and lower. And again. Good job. This time we're coming up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go and pick up that bottom leg. Let's bring it up for the ride. Up and extend both legs if you want to. Hold it there. Nice and long. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring it down. Bring the top leg up on its own. We're nearly finished. Hold it there. And then little circles for me. Tiny little circles, just the size of a saucer with the toe. Gently circling round. Keep the leg nice and long and lengthened. Again, lower the waist if you need to at any point. One more this way. Let's go the other way round with that circle. Extend. Feel that glute working. Feel those legs working. Those obliques toning up. Last one round. Hold it there. Then lower. And then bring the waist down. Draw the knees up. Curl up into a little ball. And relax out. Well done. From here, when you're ready, we're coming up to seated to stretch all that workout and add some mobility and articulation of the spine, being able to control the movements of the spine, giving it strength in each of the directions of movement that we want the spine to be able to work in. Now, I want your feet right up towards the end of the mat here so that we've got plenty of mat behind us for in a minute when we move into the next exercise. So we're sitting up nice and tall, move the fleshy bits out of the way, so we're sitting on our sitting bones. Feet are at hip distance apart. Pull that neck up nice and long. Imagine that piece of string. Now, if you find sitting upright here with the legs extended nice and long doesn't happen for you, if you find you're slightly backwards, even though you're trying your hardest, then bring a little bend in the knee and then bring the back up to that upright position. It's more important that you're sitting up tall and working those postural muscles than that we're stretching the back of the legs at the moment. Okay, so add the bend in the knee and leave it there for the next couple of stretches if you need to. Okay, extend and reach those fingers for me forward. We're going to move straight into our spine stretch. Shoulders are relaxed. Breath in, engage, looking through the fingertips. We're going to reach forward as far as we can, willing those fingers forward. Hold it there. And then we're going to lower the head, looking down towards the thighs. And then we're going to see if we can extend that stretch even further. Hold it there. Breath in, exhale and curl back up, restacking the spine, shoulders relax, neck extends right at the end, ready to go again. Breath in, engage, exhale, reach those fingers forward. Stretch, looking through the fingertips first, then lowering the head to look down at the thighs. Stretch forward. If the legs are on the floor, try and push them down into the floor to extend the stretch even further. Breath in, exhale, rolling back up, shoulders relaxed, extended. One more. Breath in, engage, stretch, reach forward. Good job. Lower the head. Breath in, exhale, up, and relax. Now from here, we're going straight into the roll back. So breath in, engage, tilt the pelvis, curve the shoulders, drop the chin just a little and hold it here. Breath in, engage. Think about ribs to hips, reducing the distance as we come back up and then sitting nice and tall. Again, if the roll back doesn't work for you, bend the knees, work the support here. So with the knees bent, it looks the same. Tilt the pelvis, lower the chin, curve the back as if we're sitting into our deck chair. Hold it here. Breath in, exhale. Excuse me, coming up to sitting nice and tall. So either way, either legs extended long or knees bent, either way. Breath in, engage, tilt the pelvis, curve the spine, come a little bit further this time, hold it here. Breath in, engage, relax the arms and shoulders, ribs to hips. It's those abs that are going to do the work for us. The hands are just flowing. Don't let them pull with the fingertips. That will switch the neck on and strain it. And again, breath in, engage, relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Take it down even further if you want to. Build this up. Breath in, engage, drawing back up, sitting nice and tall. For those that want to, bring it down onto the mat this time. Tilt the pelvis, curl up. Or you can just carry on as you were. If you're bringing it down onto the mat, allow the hands to come up over the head. Breath in, exhale. Use the momentum of the hands coming back over to help you up, sitting up nice and tall. And again, breath in, engage, tilt. If you are coming down and you're still building up the strength, if you find you need to, drop both hands either side of you to help you, rather than one arm and then twisting. Arms over, breath in, exhale, drawing back over, squeeze ribs, hips, relax the neck and shoulders, coming up, and we're done. Bending the knees up, folding forward, and relaxing here, forward through the legs. Good job. So you can feel the spine working, you can feel the tone through the front of the body, but what you can't feel is all the tone that's going through the spine on either side of the spine, that amazing articulation and movement and flexibility of the spine that exercise is giving you. Well done. Well done. Good job. From here, we're moving into our last exercise, and we're going to move into a teaser preparation exercise. And the teaser is the fact I'm going to tease you and not show you the teaser yet. You have to come back for that one. So we're coming back onto the forearms. Really important to make sure the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders here. Good job. The knees are bent. The feet are at hip distance. Okay. From here, we're going to make sure that the back is straight. So naturally, as we come into this position, the spine is curved, the hips are dropped. Your job, engage the core, extend that back nice and long. Use the hands on the mat to keep the back supported, head looking up towards the corner in front of you of the room. Breath in, engage. Bring one leg up to right angles. From here, we're going to extend. Again, we're working one leg at a time here, so it's really important that we keep the hips level. Don't twist or drop from one side. So keeping it nice and stable and level. When you're ready, breath in, engage, extend, and lengthen. Then drawing it back to right angles. And again, make sure that back doesn't relax out. Extend and lengthen. And back. So as usual, if you can't get that full extension, if you need to leave that bend in the knee, that's absolutely fine. Just find your way one level at a time. And again, extend. Make sure that supporting knee is staying nice and still and it's not rolling out to the side. Last one here. And lower, bringing it down. Other foot now, breath in, engage, bring it up to right angles. Try and keep the neck and shoulders relaxed. I know it's not easy with this exercise in this position. We're going to keep moving through, extend and return. And again, extend and return. So this one is about being precise. Extend and return. One more here. And return. Now you've got the option to finish up here, or you can bring it up into double leg lift. And just a couple, keeping the feet at hip distance, back extended, neck nice and lengthened. Engage the core. Together, if you have the strength to do so, extend. And return. It's nice and slow. It's nice and controlled. Extend. And return. One more here. Extend and return. Good job. When you're ready, bringing one foot down, then the other, and releasing, coming off of the forearms, coming down onto the mat. Good job. Start with both knees, gently squeezing to the chest and giving them a good hug. Good job. Then we're going to move into full body stretch, nice and long. Stretch, reach, make yourself as tall as you can. Breath in to prepare. Exhale and relax here in extension, nice and long, but relaxed. Good job. Good workout. Going to slow things down now, start to cool off and relax down. When you're ready, breath in, exhale and draw the hands back over the body and back to the side. Bringing one knee up and keeping the other one extended long if you can, and drawing that knee up into the chest. Now, if you need to bend the other knee in order to get the knee to the chest comfortably, then do so. So either the base leg bent or straight on the floor, it's entirely up to you. Squeeze that knee into the chest as tight as you can. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. When you're ready, release that foot back down and bring the other one and switch it over, and then extend and lengthen that leg if you can. Good job. Bringing both of the knees up to bend now, still at hip distance at the moment. Bringing the hands down beside you on the mat. Gently bringing one foot from the floor and then flexing. So the heel is leading and pushing and the toes are drawing back. With that flex foot, push away from you until you get a lovely long extended leg and feel a lovely stretch down the back of the leg. And now if you want to, push, push, push and extend that leg to coming up towards the head as far as is comfortable for you. If you want to gently link the hands around the thigh just to support it in that stretch, then do. The most important thing is that toe is drawn down and that heel is pushing away to get that stretch through. Hold it there and let the stretch develop and grow. And release, pointing the toe, bending the knee and bringing the foot back down. Well done. Back to hip distance, ready to go on the other side. Lift, flex the heel, lead, push the heel away, draw the toes back. And when you're ready, drawing up, 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 just as far as you are comfortable, drawing up. Placing the hands around the leg if you want to support it in that hold. Good job. Good, well done. Point the toe, bend the knee and bring the foot back down. This time walk the feet together and the knees together. Relax the upper body. Then I want you to relax the knees open, just as wide as is comfortable for you. Just walk the feet together and relax and open the hips and hold it there. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. When you're ready, make sure you engage the core to draw those knees back to center, keeping the feet and the knees together as one unit. Extend the arms out either side of you, and then gently dropping the knees and the feet to one side, and then turning the head and shoulders in the opposite direction. Feel that lovely spine twist. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, again, breath in, engage, use those core muscles to draw the legs back up to center and over to the other side. Breath in, engage, back to center, relax the shoulder, bring the arms back in. Keeping the knees together, I want you to gently walk the feet out to either side. So the knees are touching and making a nice little pyramid, so the weight is bringing the knees together and holding it there. And relaxing, bringing the hands onto the tummy for me and relaxing the shoulders and the neck. Now from here, we're going to move into this being our relaxed position. If it doesn't work for you, if it isn't relaxing, then simply extend into a full body stretch, preferably on your back, but if you want to move onto your side, that's fine. So from here, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. On your next breath, as you exhale, I want you to feel your tummy muscles relaxing and spreading out down towards the mat. And I want you to feel the legs gently pushing towards each other and relaxing also. Feel the feet gently touched and relaxed on the mat. And finally, feel the shoulders, the neck, and the back of the head melt down into the mat. Just take a moment to totally relax. Keeping the eyes closed for a moment, just gently rock the head to one side. And back to center. And over to the other side. And back to center. Now opening your eyes gently and continuing to rock the head to one side. And back to center. And over to the other side. And back. When you're ready, walk the feet together and then gently roll onto your side. Here, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, slowly make your way onto all fours. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making sure the feet and knees are at hip distance before you tuck the toes under. Walking the hands back and then slowly take your time to roll back up the way we came down. Restacking the spine. Shoulders back and down, neck lengthened up and away. Arm circles to finish, deep breath in to come up and out to circle. And again, in, stretch and circle. Last one, circle, reach up onto your toes if you want to. Bring the hands round to the prayer and give yourselves a big clap. Well done, everybody. Good job.